Stadium here in Miami. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
2nd down and 3. Here's Devin Singletary. He played in the state of Florida Atlantic. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Taylor. Open man is Cameron Batson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now Taylor. Flush to his right. Man open, here is Jones. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here's Taylor. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their own.
That's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing
So they get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, what a catch by Waddle. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done. And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. And they'll run again. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. To throw is Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Davis now to return it. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now Tua. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they're trying to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Singletary going to get the handoff. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. 3rd and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Titans get a late touchdown here on the final play of the first half. And now they'll elect to go for 2 and try to cut into this lead a little further before they head to the locker room. Final play of the half, it's Taylor. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Taylor to throw. got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38, Taylor. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Taylor. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to. And the defensive guys, they've got to be getting frustrated. They can't figure out how to get off the field.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And I'm not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now it's Taylor. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. There's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Taylor to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Taylor will throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Taylor. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the... And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm. But sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate, it was just incomplete.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Taylor. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively. So they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one. Really support them throughout the year. And, boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game. And if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.